Right, so I'm walking to work. Now the thing is, I was only scheduled to work Friday and Saturday. However, Morrison's rang, well they didn't ring but they messaged saying we have a 3/8 shift. Do you want it? Yeah. Because the thing is, like, when I worked at McDonald's, I didn't really get asked about hours. I just had like 40 hours of work anyway. Whereas like at Morrison's, it's you pick them up, and it's better to pick them up. Especially on Sunday, going to L's car, you can have all the spending money you can get regarding for going. I mean, it's not like it's a expensive area, because it isn't. Now, get away from the main road. So yeah, I'm going to L's car, which takes 57 minutes on a train from Huddersfield. It's about half an hour away from Sheffield. See, with L's car you can get off, do around the area. I found out recently that I think the Heritage Centre has closed for good because of the pandemic. And I saw it was derelict and abandoned in 2020. I mean, it's 2023 now, so it's different. It might be open, might be closed, or whatever. It's a Sunday, so I couldn't really. And the thing is, it's about my main focus for going to L's car was to go to the reservoir and have the day out in L's car. The Penistone line travels, because it'd be nice to get off at L's car, do your bit around L's car, go towards the jump area. The area's called Jump because of the Jump Valley, and it's just pretty much coal miners had to jump across a stream to get to work, and that's why it's called Jump. No fancy term or anything, it's just called Jump because people jumped over a stream and that's it. So I'm on a 3 till 8 shift today. So actually, to be fair, it's 5 hours. So it's not like a lot. I've also got a bit of a sore knee. The bit of the muscle behind my knee. The bit of muscle at the bottom of my foot doesn't really hurt too much now. It's kind of just gone. Whereas like the bit of muscle behind my knee still is torn, and it's still like healing, because I've still been like, I want to do the walk the dogs and everything, but I don't want to walk a mass load of walking and potentially tear it and make it worse. It's good to keep it moving, because like any muscle, when it just doesn't get moved, gets stiff, and then it gets kind of worse. You've got to kind of like move the muscle joints in order for it to like get better. And what has happened here? Look at that. Is this the wind that's done this? Look at that. It is 2:20. Now, let's have a look. Yeah, I can walk on here. The tree has completely collapsed on the on there, and weirdly there's no one on the field. There normally is, but just today this would have been perfect for the dogs if I hadn't been walking to work. But mind you, I did a 4.5 miler which was pretty good actually with the dogs. I mean, like literally on like Tuesday, I think what day is it today? Thursday. On Tuesday I did like a 10-kilometre walk, and then the day after that I did like a 3-miler. No, I did like a 4-miler at least, and I thought, well, today it's just going to be a little bit less, and I actually did a tiny little bit more. So consistently I've done quite a fair bit with the dogs, and to say like, okay, I've got a leg muscle that's in pain, not properly, but so yeah, Elle's car on Sunday. I'm still going to take waterproofs with me just in case, because it is now not forecast to rain, but today was actually forecast to not rain, and then we had a massive downpour this morning, and I was out in it with a jumper, no coat on, because you're like, oh yeah, there's no rain, and then you get out and it just, well, smacked it down. Let's see actually how many people are on the fields. There's just some people running that way. Well, they can't run because they're well, one of two reasons: unfit or fat, or both. I set off at 2, so it's actually 2:23. I don't think work initially will be like, oh, you're actually in today. Like, so like I said, I don't want to do too much on my leg. If I do sort of some, I probably might make it worse at work. I will just explain when I get to work. I've got a pulled muscle behind my knee. And I think I might have done my other knee in as well. Nice weather. Literally, I got a message this morning from Morrison's. I was just too tired to respond, and it said like, do you want to do a 3/8 shift? Well, I basically said I can work today extra, just from 2:30 onwards. And they said, well, can you do like 3 till 8? And I'm like, yeah. A lot of people, from what I'm finding, prefer early shifts. But the thing is, because of me and McDonald's, and how I've been with McDonald's for the last few years, I prefer late. Just nice just to be out before it. That's the thing with the sunset times. It's nice to see the sun. Well, it's nice to see somewhat of sunlight before you go to work. When it's summer and the sunsets are like 10 o'clock, it's different. Just gotta be careful here because this is gonna be a bit wet. So, like I said, I did 4.5 miles of walking with the dogs this morning, and then I did a mile of walking getting like prescriptions, and then like that's 5.5 miles, and then this is a mile-ish to work now, so I've done at least 6.5 miles of walking anyway. And then there's what I'm going to do at work. I'm not saying I'm going to do that much at work, but then actually I'm going to be walking home from work to home, which again is not long at all. I'm just enjoying this, actually, walking to work. This is enjoyment. And actually I will say this as well, because I start at 3 tomorrow, what I will suggest is I'm fine potentially starting at 2 instead of 3, and doing like a 2 till 5, no 2 till 5, 2 till 7 instead of like a 3 till 7. so then you get an extra hour of working. They might say yeah, they might say no, but the likelihood is they'll say yes. Anyway, I'm gonna go, because I'm gonna go to the shop, get a drink, walk to Morrison's, and then just chill out in the canteen for about 20 minutes or so. So thanks for watching for now, and goodbye.